What's up, traders? I want to break down exactly what indicators I use to keep my morning routine simple and to help me find targets for my first trade of the day. I personally like a really clean chart, and Edgeful's indicators helps me do that. So, Edgeful, they you get the indicators for free when you sign up for their company. It's a data company that provides statistics for anything that you could want. So they have futures, they have stocks, forex, crypto, and they have all sorts of stats. You could look at gap fills, you can filter it by size, by weekday, by close. They really have something for everybody. And these indicators, which you can see, there's a bunch of indicators. All of these come for free once you just sign up with Edgeful. And I've personally chosen out a few that work for my strategy, and I want to share those with you guys. So, what I do when I first come to the desk is I go to electronic trading hours. You can switch between electronic and regular trading hours. And I look for two things. One, I look for, is there a gap fill? So gap fill is going to be this purple line. And then the ICT opening retracement, I don't trade ICT or anything like that, but it's just a stat. So basically, this opening retracement is the midnight price, and when it's close, it gets hit, between 70 and 90% of the time. So that's a huge edge going into the market, knowing that we want to touch this price. So I come and I get to the desk. The indicator already puts on both the gap fill and the midnight price. So I know going into Friday, we had NFP here, and then the market's going to open above both the gap fill and the midnight price. I don't know by size or anything. I didn't trade on Friday. I was at a conference with David Capablanca, but there was probably a high chance that this was going to get hit, and that might have been a target that you used to short it from the top here, where it's hard to short with at all-time highs. But if you have a target down below that is also backed by data and a statistical edge, then that's another reason to get into the market. So what I do is I turn this on and I put a line at the midnight price, because it's important to note that the gap fill will show at any point, but once you change this to regular trading hours, the midnight price is no longer going to show, because now I'm just looking at the New York stock market open hours. So I'm on the West Coast, so 6:30 a.m. to 12:45 p.m. or sorry, 1 o'clock p.m. is when the market is open. So that is the only candlesticks that I want to be looking at, but I know that the gap fill's still here. And in this case, here's the gap fill. So now it's really easy to see this gap has not been filled because price has not crossed this line since it was formed. So those are the first two indicators I want to go over, the gap fill and the opening retracement. This is used for my targets for my first trade of the day more often than not. And then the second one I want to talk about is the orb, the opening range breakout. I'm sure a lot of you guys are familiar with Andrew Aziz's research paper on the 5 minute and the 15-minute opening range breakout strategy. It was a profitable strategy that he had back tested on, I believe, the QQQ, and he wrote a research paper about it. So the all this is the first 15 minutes of the day. The first 15-minute candle, it makes the high and the low of the orb, the 15-minute opening range. And Edgeful has made a great indicator where, if black's not your color, you can change it. You can do anything you like. You can go back, you can leave it to, so for example, if you want to see what did all the other orbs look like, and is Tuesday's orb affecting Friday's price action, you can know this just with this indicator. It makes it so easy to it makes it easy, because before I had the indicators, I would be doing all this manually, but then I'm not able to focus on the charts quite as much because I'm busy marking things up. So just having the indicators on there is, just a game changer. So I wanted to keep this short and just show you guys how I'm using the orb, the ICT opening retracement, and the gap fill from Edgeful to keep my morning routine short, sweet, easy, and then I just get to the desk. Everything is already done for me. I just get to show up and trade and give my best effort. So, if you guys are interested in Edgeful, take a look in the description. I have a link to their website where you guys can sign up.